To do the Latvian bind-off, cut your yarn and make it 3 times the width of the stitches that have to be bound off, plus at least 6 inches for weaving in later. Thread your yarn onto a tapestry needle, and the first part is go in purlwise into the first stitch on the left-hand needle and pull the yarn through, and then take that stitch and push it off the needle. Now go in knitwise into the second stitch on the needle and pull the yarn. And we're just going to repeat those 2 movements. Come in purlwise into the first stitch. Make sure to stay above any of the other work. Push the stitch off, and then go in knitwise, that's from front to back, into that second stitch. And pull your yarn tighter than you would on most sewn bind-offs, because this bind-off is really stretchy. So it can't hurt to keep it as firm as possible. So there's not much to this bind-off, really. I think if you cut your tail a little shorter than I did, you won't spend very much time pulling the yarn and tightening it. Just remember to come in not below that loop, but come over above it. That's the only thing to really watch out for. Another thing is maybe if you have a delicate yarn, just to be extra careful with any sewn bind-off where you're using a tapestry needle and thread, a delicate yarn could break on you if you pull it too hard. As far as what to use this bind-off on, it's really stretchy, so it will work, and it's also pretty decorative. So if you want to bind off maybe the brim of a top-down hat, somewhere where you're going to see the edge. Also, if you want it to match the edge of a long-tail cast-on, I'll show you. Let's finish up here. It looks really similar to the right side of a long-tail cast-on. So anywhere that you need it to be really stretchy, it is going to roll a little bit. I'm showing you on ribbing here, but if you do it on stockinette, it's going to roll. You can just go in knitwise into the very last stitch and pull your yarn through. So that's what it looks like. If you want, take your fingers and push these loops up to the top. You can do it if you're going to block this bind off, you can do that then as well. Depends on what kind of look you like. You can sort of roll it up a little bit. So look at the bottom there, that's the long tail cast on and the Latvian bind-off. To me, they look really similar, and it's super, super stretchy. So it's a nice choice for an easy sewn bind-off where you need a lot of stretch.